Hey, this is Misty, and I'm here to give you a first half of the year recap of the 2019 Central Iowa real estate market. Hey there, this is Misty SOLDwisch from the Misty SOLDwisch home selling team at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Innovations, where every day we're changing lives through real estate. So, 2019 has been pretty exciting so far. The real estate market has been strong despite crazy weather conditions. If it wasn't the Arctic tundra conditions of the first quarter of the year, it was lots of rain and flooding in the second quarter. Because of that, we really hit our stride mid-year, which is great. But there are some interesting trends that we're seeing that are really important to keep note of if you're thinking of entering the real estate market as we head into the second half of the year. First thing to note is that we do see a lot of price reductions happening right now. In the month of June, I saw a statistic that 44% of the inventory on the market experienced a price reduction. Now, what does that tell us? That tells us that sellers were very optimistic entering the market and have changed their expectations to meet a little bit slower market demand. That's good news for buyers because that means that there are motivated sellers on the market that are wanting to get their property sold, wanting to negotiate. Interesting because we actually have more properties on the market right now than we did at the same time last year. It's not because of more sellers entering the market, but because that inventory is not selling as quickly. Second important thing to note year to date with the Central Iowa real estate market is that just because you're under contract doesn't mean it's a done deal. That can be a really frustrating thing for both buyers and sellers. It takes a lot of work and emotional output to get an offer put together. And it can be disappointing when it doesn't work out for whatever reason. Year to date in Central Iowa, we've seen that as many as 20% of deals that went under contract then fall through. Reasons for that happening are various. So many different components can contribute to that. But my take on it is a couple of different things that I've seen happen a lot. One is if you are in a price point that is very competitive and there perhaps were multiple offers on a property, there can be a higher fallout rate during home inspection because that buyer is really wanting perfection in the home because they paid a premium. One way that we really help mitigate that is with our certified pre-owned home program, where we have sellers do a pre-inspection. That way, we are making sure that we understand exactly what is happening with the property before we get into the offer phase because we want to avoid that fallout. Second thing is that can contribute to fallout is financing approval falling through, job changes happening, marital status changes happening, different things like that. That's where working with an experienced agent and representing you as a seller is really key because we know the right questions to ask of the lender. We know the track record of different lenders and really are making sure that we know as much as possible about that buyer's situation so that we can avoid fallout because of their financial qualifications. The other trend that we're seeing in the 2019 real estate market in Central Iowa is it's really, there's a lot of dichotomy in the market. There's a big difference in days on market if you are under 300,000 versus over 300,000. The average list price for resale homes year to date in Central Iowa is $265,000. That is a hot price point to be in. When you go over 300,000 and even more so over 500,000, that is more of a buyer's market rather than a seller's market that you see in the under $300,000 price range. The other dichotomy of the market that we see is new construction versus resale. Much different inventory levels and days on market with resales versus new construction. New construction tends to be a much longer average days on market, and we have about 7 months of inventory for new construction single family homes right now. Some of that makes a little bit of sense in that it does take time for that home to get constructed. Most of our production builders in the Des Moines metro look at a 4 to 5 month build period. And with the weather that we've had so far in 2019, it's no surprise that maybe that build period has been extended a little bit. But that's where what we like to do, representing both buyers and sellers, is look at what's the market that you're focused on. What do we know from our expertise that we can apply to helping you strategize your strongest position, whether buying or selling? So to wrap it up, 2019, we are seeing a strong market. We are seeing a slightly changing market though. And it's something where it's going to be really important to watch what's happening in other markets. When is that coming to the central Iowa market? And how can we best strategize for you and your situation in helping you be successful with your real estate sale? Now, if you have any questions about what your home is worth in today's market, click on my home value report. And if you are interested in finding out what kind of homes are available that might meet my needs as I head into the second half of 2019, click on our home search. And as always, if you have any real estate questions, I'm here to help. And just give me a call. Thank you.